Good morning, dear students, and welcome to online class of analytical chemistry. In the last video, we discussed that action of alkali, that is sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide with the salt solution. And today, we discuss that action of alkali with amphoteric oxides and hydroxide. So let's start our topic, that is action of alkali with certain metals. So first, we discuss that action of alkali with zinc. So listen, see here, zinc. Always you take here sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, that alkali you will take that hot and concentrated. And as we know that zinc is a amphoteric metal. So when it will react with, it produce that salt and hydrogen gas. What salt it produce? It produce that sodium zincate, that is Na2ZnO2. Remember, you will take that hot and concentrated alkali, that is sodium hydroxide. When it react with that zinc metal, it produce that sodium zincate, that is Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen. And like this, when that alkali, that is potassium hydroxide, okay, it will also that you take that hot and concentrated potassium hydroxide. When it react with that the amphoteric metal like zinc, it produce also what? The salt plus hydrogen gas. So what salt it produce? It produce that potassium zincate, okay, and the formula is K2ZnO2. What is the color? It is colorless. Sodium zincate and potassium zincate both are colorless. The salt are produced and with the hydrogen gas. So what you find? That means when that hot and concentrated alkali like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide react with zinc, it produce salt and hydrogen gas. Now that action of alkali solution with another amphoteric metal, that is aluminium. So when aluminium react with that caustic alkali, that is sodium hydroxide plus water, it produce that what? Sodium metaaluminate. That is, what is the formula of sodium metaaluminate? That is NaAlO2 plus hydrogen gas. Then after you have to balance, what you get? That 2 aluminium plus 2 sodium hydroxide plus 2 water, it gives rise to 2NaAlO2 plus 3H2. Then like that only when that alkali solution like potassium hydroxide, okay, potassium hydroxide solution, when you react with that aluminium, it also produce what? Salt, that is potassium metaaluminate plus hydrogen gas. Remember here always you balance this chemical equation. When you written, first you balance that, you write that balance equation. So now see, when aluminium react with that fused alkali, not that alkali solution. See, when it will be react with that alkali solution, it produce that salt like metaaluminate. But when it react with that fused alkali, what? See, aluminium Al plus sodium hydroxide fused alkali, then it produce that what? Sodium aluminate. The formula of sodium aluminate is Na3AlO3 plus hydrogen gas. So what you find here? When that alkali solution react with that amphoteric metal, it produce that that salt, okay, that is colorless, sodium aluminate, sodium metaaluminate plus hydrogen gas. And when it react with that that alkali like sodium hydroxide fused alkali, when react with aluminium, it produce what? Sodium aluminate plus hydrogen gas. Let's now take another example, that is lead. That means action of alkali with another metal, that is lead. See here, that is sodium hydroxide. When react with lead, it produce what? Sodium plumbite. What is the formula of sodium plumbite? That is Na2PbO2 plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so let another alkali, that is potassium hydroxide. See here, KOH. When react with lead, it produce what? Potassium plumbite, K2PbO2 plus hydrogen gas. And see here, that is sodium plombite and potassium plombite. What? That is colorless. Because see, sodium and potassium both are colorless. So what you find when that alkali react with lead, okay, that is sodium hydroxide react with lead, it produces sodium plombite plus hydrogen gas. And when potassium hydroxide, that is strong alkali, when react with lead, it produces potassium plombite plus hydrogen. Now move on the next part of the chapter, that is reaction of alkalis on amphoteric oxides and hydroxides. So here question is, what is amphoteric oxides and hydroxide? So what do you mean by amphoteric oxides or hydroxides? That means the compound which reacts with both the acids and base or alkalis to form salt and water. What do you mean by amphoteric oxides and hydroxide? That means the compound which reacts with both the acids and alkalis to form salt and water. From the lower class, as we know that what is metallic oxides? Metallic oxide means the metal when react with oxygen, it produce metallic oxides. That means when sodium is a metal, when react with oxygen, it produce sodium oxides. That means metallic oxides. And when the metallic oxide react with water, it produce what? Metallic hydroxide. So here what? When that sodium oxide or the metallic oxide when react with acid or base, what they produce? That salt and water. For example, sodium oxide plus hydrochloric acid, what produce? They will produce that sodium chloride plus water. And when sodium hydroxide when react with hydrochloric acid, they produce that what? Sodium chloride plus water. So here the what you are taken, that few metallic oxides are there, okay, that means metallic oxides or hydroxide, they will exhibit the dual character. That means they shows they will be react with both the acids and base, and that are known as amphoteric. That means they are amphoteric in nature. Let's take some examples. That means that when alkalis react with some amphoteric oxides or hydroxides. See here from the table you can see that when alkalis, that is sodium hydroxide, when react with zinc oxide, okay, it produce that what? Salt and water. What salt they produce? That is sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2 plus water. Sodium zincate, that is colorless salt plus water. And when that zinc oxide, another alkali, C, potassium hydroxide, when react with zinc oxide, that is it produce that also what? Salt and water, that is potassium zincate, K2ZnO2 plus water. Like that also you can say that when zinc hydroxide, ZnOH whole twice, when react with that alkali sodium hydroxide, it produce that what? The salt and water, Na2ZnO2, that is sodium zincate plus water. See, here you always write that balanced chemical equation, okay. So when zinc hydroxide, ZnOH whole twice, react with sodium hydroxide, it produce that sodium zincate plus water. And like that also when potassium hydroxide react with zinc hydroxide, it produce potassium zincate plus water. So what do you find? When alkalis react with amphoteric oxides or hydroxide, it produce salt and water. Let's take another example, that is when sodium hydroxide react with aluminum oxide, Al2O3, it produce what? The salt, like sodium meta-aluminate plus water. The formula of sodium meta-aluminate is NaAlO2. And when that another alkalis, that is potassium hydroxide, when react with that aluminum oxide, it also produce what? The salt potassium meta-aluminate, that is KaLO2 plus water. Like that also when that sodium hydroxide, that alkali sodium hydroxide, when react with aluminum hydroxide, that is AlOH thrice, it produce that what? Sodium aluminate, that is NaAlO2, sodium meta-aluminate plus water. and also like that potassium hydroxide KOH when react with aluminum hydroxide, it produces that salt KaLO2 plus water. So what you know, that means when that alkalis react with amphoteric oxides or hydroxide, it produces salt and water. And when that alkalis react with metals, amphoteric metals, they produce that what? Salt and hydrogen gas. But when that react with when the alkalis react with metallic oxides or the hydroxide, they produce salt and water. Dear student, the chemical equations are very important because in the exam most of the chemical equations are come from this chapter. So please practice this chemical equation in your chemistry notebook. Thank you.